Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to do something summary for my look using new releases products and new to me products as well. So I hope you will enjoy it. Grab a coffee and we will chit chat together while I am applying and trying all these new makeup releases. Okay, so first thing, I just applied a light moisturizer on my skin before because I use this Haruharu Wonder SPF 50 plus plus plus. It's black rice moisture Airyfit daily sunscreen, so that's why I use something light, because this have moisturizer in them with niacinamide and ceramide, and it's a gel cream texture, and it sits really well under foundations that I use with them. So that's something I did already apply. So we can go ahead then with the foundation. For foundation, I'm gonna use my new pick from Makeup Forever. It's the HD Skin Balancing and Perfecting Foundation. I have mine in the shade 102C Ivory, and this foundation, I will tell you, it's something really cool about it that I never encountered with other one. Is it's gonna self set um, right away when you use it, so it's good for any skin type. It's self adapting, and that's why I want to use it, because it's gonna wear well with hot summer days. So I'm just gonna put some on my hand, and I'm just gonna dot here and there, and I like to apply it with my finger. So if I need, I'm gonna use a sponge to even it if I need. So let's apply it. I'm just gonna use a little bit more. You have to do it quite quick because it dries really fast. Just again a little bit more. I'm wondering if you have some plans for summer to take vacation and go visit some places. If so, I would like that you tell me where you go, where you plan to go and visit. Okay, so we're gonna let it sit just a little bit so it dries completely, and I'll come back. Okay, so it's quite dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of concealer because I kind have a lot of redness today. So I'm gonna use from the brand Saem. I have two shades here that I mix because it's quite pretty much full coverage. So I'm gonna use both shades. I'm gonna put the number and the shade name underneath. I mix both. I'm gonna put on my hand because one is quite warm tone and the other one is really peachy. So when I mix both shades, I can achieve my right undertone and tone with my concealer. So I'm gonna use it with a brush. It's a Zoeva concealer brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a little bit more on my cheeks, where I have most of my redness. And I also want maybe to cover a little bit here my sunspots. And I use the same color underneath my eyes because I don't have an issue with dark circle, but I just want to even everything. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more. And because I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer, I'm just gonna powder my face also. So I'm just gonna put more and put here a little bit more on my nose. forehead. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna powder under my eyes with the this is the Dior Forever Nude Radiant Filter. It gives me a little bit of luminosity, so I'm gonna use a more fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm just gonna dab under my eyes to brighten a little bit. And then we'll go with the powder for the face. So for the face, I just bought the from Essence. It's the Flawless Skin Trio. I'm not gonna use this one. I had the chance to use it, but for the shades there is 3 colors actually. You see it, 3 colors, but they are all it's too dark for my skin tone. I think it's good for medium to dark skin tone. And there is just, if you are interested, you can remove the top, which has the part that you can reveal the shades that you want. And no, for this product was not for me, but I just wanted to share for those of you who have a dark skin tone. So today I'm gonna use my latest purchase in the powder category, and it's from SWEED. It's the Miracle Powder. I have mine in the shade 00 Fair. So this is the powder we're gonna use. It comes with this filter, so you can dab your brush in it. But I'm just gonna put in my cap, and I'm gonna use a puff to apply it. So I'm just gonna put some, remove it here, and I'm just gonna apply where I put the concealer, because this foundation is already dry, so I don't need to apply. Yeah, just a little bit more. Actually, I'm gonna put on the side just to make sure, because sometimes when it's still wet, you take your brush, then when you go with some powder product, it's gonna pick some of the cream you have on your face when you dip in the pan, and it can do hard pan on your powder product. So I think now it's all powdered. I'm just gonna melt it a little bit, and then we can go with the other products. Okay, for bronzer, we're gonna use the new Marc Jacob bronzer. This is it's called Legally Bronze Bronzer, and I have mine in the shade 10. Let's just open it. Okay, so what's in the pan? It's this. It's I would say it's not. It's really neutral tone. And I'm gonna use my 24 brush from Refer, and I'm just gonna pick some, dab here, and we're gonna start with a little bit of contour. I like to dab it on my skin, on my arm before, just to make sure I don't have too much. For blush, maybe I shouldn't have powdered my face before, because I want to use this from NARS. It's the new liquid brush, Insatiable Liquid Blush. I have mine in the shade Cake Alors, and I wanted to have a shade that I can kind of bring into my bronzer, because I like a bronzer. There is another shade that I want to get, which is a little bit more like a bronzer color, but it was not available, so I'm gonna use this one. I'm just gonna put some here, and my brush for Just take the brush here. My brush for it's an old brush from Flower Beauty. I'm just gonna pick some here and dab it. I'm just gonna go gently first, and I want to bring it into my bronzer. I think it's gonna set anyway, so maybe I'm not gonna need to powder. Just a little bit on the nose, maybe here to connect everything with the eyes. Voila! We are gonna apply some eyeshadow primer on the lid because I'm gonna use powder shadows, and while it's gonna be drying, I'm just gonna go with my brows. So this is from Essence. It's the Jelly Grip eyeshadow primer. It gives a little bit of tackiness, so it helps with the powder shadow to stay when you have a shadow that has a little bit of sparkle. It helps to keep the sparkle on the lid. So while it's drying, I'm just gonna use my favorite eyebrow pencil. It's not a new item, but it's a repurchase that I just got. It's from the brand Marcel. It's the Accent Eyebrow Crayon à sourcils, and I have mine in the shade taupe. No, I'm sorry, it's fair ash blonde, which is a taupe color. So I'm just gonna go and fill my brows with this. I don't use any brow gel. I like to keep them quite natural, and I don't have any they are pale, so I just want to fill what needs I need. Here I am okay. It's the second part that I need to fill a little bit, so I'm fortunate maybe, but I don't want to emphasize too much color on my brows. We're gonna apply some colors on the eye crease. So the palette we're gonna use today is from Morphe. It's the new release that was available this week. I'm gonna use this palette, the underslated one. So that's the one with all the neutral shades. There is one with pink shades and one with more warm shades, but this one was perfect to me, I feel, because you have maybe just a little bit more warm tones, and this one here is cool, and this one is deeper. And so you can mix everything depending on if you want your lid to be using more warm tone or cool tone, but it's fairly neutral. And you have this light one to enhance or correct, go under your eyebrows, and the black that you can use also as a liner. We're gonna use refer brush. For this, I'm gonna use the number 15. So I think I'm gonna go, because my eyeshadow is quite pinkish, so I think I'm gonna just go and mix this shade and the gray shade, this one in the middle and this one, and we're gonna put it in the crease. The pigment is quite good. Sometimes Morphe have improved the quality of their shadow. I should say I did order also the 3-pan small palette that they released at the same time of the 6 pans, but unfortunately for me it was not working. I think the quality was not enough good for me to keep them. The sparkle finish was too difficult to pick from the pan, and I have better options, so I decided to return them. I'm just gonna enhance a little bit this high. And I'm gonna go with just this one in the bottom to enhance the outside corner, and I'm gonna use the Refer 13 to do that. Just to make sure it's not too deep, I'm just gonna dab once in the dark and once in the top, so it's gonna blend two colors together. I'm gonna bring this also a little bit on the mobile part. One dip. I think that's all right. Okay, so that's it for the crease, and we're gonna go on the mobile part of the lid, and for that I'm gonna use this Marc Jacobs shadow with oh, it's called the shade. The shade is 140 Shady. So this one I'm gonna use my finger to apply it. So this is the shade. It's pinkish peachy light, and it's really creamy under the eye, on the finger. So that's why I'm gonna use, you see, my fingers to apply it. I'm gonna dab on the center, and I think I'm just gonna use this shade. I'm not gonna go to enhance the inner corner with the lightest one, because this one is already light and it's fresh for summer. So that's it. It was easy. Okay, now we can spray to set everything. When I like the finish on my skin, when I find it's just right balance between satin, not matte. I like something satin, natural finish, not too glowy. And when I like it, my favorite spray is the Dior, the new Dior Backstage. What's the name again? Air Flash Mist. So this keeps my skin the way it is, so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna apply it, and I'm coming back when it's dry. Okay, it's quite dry, so we can go ahead and apply the rest of the makeup. I'm just gonna use a sponge to kind of press the liquid onto my face at some places, and it helps to melt everything together. So I'm just gonna go here and there where I have most of it, and that's it. So we're gonna use for the eyelash, it's gonna be the Flutter Extension Lash Idol from Lancome. This one I was intrigued by because I enjoy using the small spoolie mascara with small spoolies. So this one is have really tiny one. So maybe I don't usually put underneath because I'm afraid that it's gonna melt on my skin during the day. So, but I think I'm gonna try with this one to keep it underneath also. When I bought it, I didn't know they had also, or maybe it came just at the time when I purchased this one. They have now the brown version of this. So I'm gonna go ahead with this one. And I like this one because it's kind of keep my curl and it separates them. I don't want to have big volume lashes because I have hooded eyes. Otherwise it's gonna hide all my eyelid. Voila. I'm gonna go a little bit underneath. Just a little bit. Voila. For the lips, I'm gonna use my recent purchase from Mac. I wanted something fresh for summer, so I got it's a new shade from the luster glass lipstick line. It's pigment of your imagination. The shade name. It's quite small, so it was difficult to read. And this is a kind of peachy pink, quite bright color. And I feel it was nice for summer to add something like this. I'm not gonna use any lip liner with that. And I have another new favorite for lip gloss. It's from Essence. It's the Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss. The shade, it's transparent. So when I like the color of my lipstick, I'm just using something transparent just to make a little bit more glossy. Even if the lipstick is not matte, I kind of like to have something a little bit more with this lip. So I'm just gonna dab so I'm not contaminating the product because it's clear. And I think that's okay. So that was the look for today with my new releases and new purchase. So I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to say to take care of you, and I hope to see you for my next video. Bye!